If you love when someone pulls out a flashlight at a campfire and tells stories to keep your campmates sleepless, this next author is for you. Joining us for an author spotlight, we welcome Kozeniewski. He helped compile the anthology of horror stories at Hell's Gates from authors from all across the world, which is remarkable. Stephen, tell me more about the book.
Well, it's primarily about zombies, so I brought you a little zombie doll here today.
Thank you so much. I've never had anybody give me a zombie doll on the show.
But if people don't care for zombies, there's also a couple of stories about demons, witches. It's a whole smorgasbord.
Very appropriate to be talking about on this spooky day.
Yes.
Now, you also, one of your stories is in the anthology?
Yes, correct.
And it has a local flair to it?
It does. Actually, one of my fans asked me, would you survive your zombie apocalypse? And I realized I had never written about Harrisburg before, so this story actually takes place a little bit in 3 Mile Island, a little bit on 2nd Street, and in the Capitol.
Interesting. Now tell me more about the other authors that contributed, because really, around the world?
Yes, we have some great authors, Sharon Stevenson's from Scotland, Paul Mennerings from New Zealand, and we have some of the greatest authors working today, Devin Saliani, Shana Festa, Jacqueline Druga.
How long did it take to put this all together? It seems like it would be quite an effort.
Yes, excuse me. It was a couple of months of planning and a couple of months of compiling, and it was all volunteer work, and we had, you know, all of the stories were volunteered. We're not getting paid for them.
Interesting.
And the editors all volunteered their work as well.
That's remarkable. So how have the sales been so far?
Actually, I'm glad you asked. Within our first week, we actually reached #1 in the UK. So we're very grateful to our British fans. We've only reached #2 in the US so far, so I'm hoping maybe some folks will see it. And since the anthology actually benefits our US veterans, I'm hoping we can get to #1 in the US as well.
Well, hopefully some Good Day PA fans can push to #1. Tell me more about that charity aspect.
Oh yes, all of the proceeds, like I said, none of us are getting a dime from this. It's all going to the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund. And that's a charity that benefits veterans with PTSD and traumatic brain injury. And I'm actually a veteran myself, and I actually suffer from PTSD myself, so I'm very glad to contribute my time. And
Cause clearly close to your heart.
yes, very much.
Why do you think folks will like reading this so much?
Oh, it's great scares. Like I said, even if you hate it, at least you contributed to a great cause. But seriously, these are some top-tier horror authors doing their best work in their favorite universes.
That is so neat. And where can we find the book? How can we buy one?
Well, we're not going to be in your local bookstores, but we are available in paperback on Amazon, and we're available in every ebook format on Amazon and Smashwords.
Perfect. Hey, we appreciate you being here for our Halloween show. When you contacted us, I thought this would be perfect for this day.
Well,
Scare
thank you.
some people. Stephen, good to meet you.
Thanks so much for
Well,
having
if
me.
you're a local author, you can be in our author spotlight too. Visit gooddaypa.com, click on Be a Guest, and while you're there, you can also check out other author segments. Click Author Spotlight under our quick links.